This play is not about the Dust Bowl. It takes place in the Dust Bowl, but it's not a play about the Dust Bowl. And the historical context is really interesting and certainly has huge parallels to our existence right now, and families that are struggling and hardships that we never imagined. But it's a play about a family and a young man who are going through unbelievable difficulties and really struggling for life and death. It's really not an exaggeration to say that they are really grappling with the idea of how to survive.
For me, this play is about, it's not quite a coming-of-age story, but it's a coming-of-age story.
For me, it's about Jack growing up. It is about a young man who does not fit into his society in a time of great environmental and economic turmoil, which I think we can all relate to at this point. And when you're very young and you're faced with a helplessness in the face of all of that, when the world seems much larger and much out of your control, and even your own parents are having trouble adjusting to that, what is your role in the family? What is your role in the community? And it has a magical look at that. This story, again, is a modern fairy tale, but it very much, for me, is a question of when do you take the reins of your own life, and when do you need to step up to save your own community, to be part of the community, an active part of it, and assume your role in that. That's what I think Storm in the Barn is about.
Well, what's compelling to me about the story is the sort of, just this boy who is maybe a little young to completely understand what's going on in the bigger picture. So the context to an adult reading the story is totally obvious, that the town is under stress from the Dust Bowl, and everybody is worried about there being food and rain and what's going to happen. And you see how it kind of brings out a darker side in a lot of the people in the community, but the little boy is so pure, he's sort of too young to be sort of corrupted by it.
It's about their decision, and in fact really focusing on the character of Jack, about his decision to seize his own power and to overcome his lack of size and physical strength, and to really do what he can to come to the rescue and to not be thwarted by outside forces. And that sounds really lofty for a graphic novel and for a 1 hour play, but really, I mean, that's the stuff of theater, that's the stuff of Shakespeare, and that's the stuff of The Storm in the Barn, really, is the idea of those choices that we make that either preserve our life or that allow us to give up. And there's never a moment where Jack or any of his family give up.
The balance of these sort of intense, violent moments and a lot of tension about what's going to happen with some really sweet, tender moments made it really exciting to write music for, because there's so many different emotions to tap into. And the flow that Eric created in the play between these different emotions and different scenes was totally amazing. It was really fun to try to bring that to life musically.
Storm in the Barn is about a hero, an 11-year-old boy who, against all odds, saves his community and gains the respect of his father and grows. It's a tall tale with a real hero.